So you've got yourself a brand new Atomos Ninja 5 or Ninja 5 Plus external recorder monitor for your camera, and you're probably looking to buy the official solid state drive that slides in the back of your monitor. That is, until you see the price of them.
No!
Now luckily there is a third party cheaper alternative than the official hard drives, and that's by using the Andycine Lunchbox 3. And what this allows you to do is use any solid state drive with your monitor without the need for any caddy system. Now I've already done a full review video of the Andycine Lunchbox 3 adapter, which I'll link below in the top pinned comment, so make sure you check that out after this video. Now the only negative of the Andycine Lunchbox 3 is that our solid state drive overhangs out the side of the Ninja monitor. This can leave our drive susceptible to knocks or damage, which isn't ideal. But then some of my subscribers reached out to me and said, why don't I check out the Andycine Lunchbox 2, which solves this problem. So that is exactly what I have done. Now from my understanding of the Andycine Lunchbox 2, I have to remove the internals from a Samsung SSD and then place them into the case of the Lunchbox 2. Now as someone who freely admits they have the DIY skills of a drunken sloth, I'm going to let you know just how hard or easy this process really is. So this is the bottom case of the Lunchbox 2, and this is going to accept the internals from our Samsung SSD. Included in the kit we get 4 Allen key screws, an Allen key, a thermal sticky pad, and a special tool to open our Samsung SSD. Now I'm going to be opening up the drive in real time, and because this is my first time doing this, I must admit I'm a little bit nervous, and my fingers are crossed that it doesn't go tits up. Now feeling on the back of the Samsung SSD drive, I can feel that there's 2 screws beneath the label and 1 on show. So let us use the supplied tool to see if we can remove the screws from the back of the SSD. And I must admit that was a lot easier than I expected. Now we can see the internals of the SSD and where they've got to go inside the Lunchbox 2. And it seems that the internal board within the SSD simply lifts out once you've removed the external screws. Now I'm going to have to keep hold of them screws that I've removed from the external case in case I've got to use them on the Lunchbox 2, but let's move the case out the way. Let's see how the board fits in the new caddy. And as you can see, it fits into the Andycine Lunchbox 2 perfectly, which is why you got to use a Samsung SSD. Now with the thermal sticker pad, we've got to place this over some of the chips that are on the board, just so it can disperse some of the heat. And as you can see, my cutting skills are about as good as my DIY skills. But once we got the thermal sticker pad stuck to them chips, let's peel off the secondary layer to make it sticky on that side, and then place it face down into our case. Now I've got to use 2 of the screws from the original Samsung case to make sure the board is secure in the Lunchbox 2. And there's 1 screw at the bottom here and 1 at the top here. Now if you're enjoying this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Right, let's take the top section of the Lunchbox 2 case, and all we have to do now is secure it using the 4 Allen key screws. And there you go, I think I've actually completed it. And what we've had to do is remove the internals from the Samsung SSD and repackage them into a new housing. And now what we can do is remove the Andycine Lunchbox 3 adapter, and we'll see how the Andycine Lunchbox 2 fits into our Ninja monitor. And oh boy, it feels absolutely fantastic. Okay then, let's take our Ninja monitor, mount it on top of a camera, and see if we've done this all correctly. And here's the moment of truth as I hit the record button, and yes, absolutely fantastic. Now that surprised me just how easy that was to remove the internals from a Samsung SSD drive and mount them inside the Andycine Lunchbox 2. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Now with the Andycine Lunchbox 2, you can purchase a second part, and what this allows you to do is take your Andycine Lunchbox 2, attach it to this part, and then plug this into a PC or laptop to access your files. And again, this is really simple to do. All you do is marry up the two halves and push them firmly together. You then take a USB-C cable, plug it into the port, and then plug the other end into your laptop or PC. Then you'll be able to access all the files stored on the solid state drive. A little bonus feature that should you buy both of these parts, when they're not in use you can attach them together and slide them in the back of your Ninja monitor for safekeeping. Very nicely done, Andycine. So there you go then, that is the Andycine Lunchbox 2, and I'd like to thank all the viewers and the subscribers that said to go check it out, because it is absolutely fantastic. It's one of them upgrades that are just crucial to your Ninja monitor in my opinion. When you consider the price of the Andycine Lunchbox 2, which comes in at £25 UK, and a 1TB Samsung SSD can be had for as little as £75 UK, you get to save yourself over £300 UK off the official solid state drive for your Ninja monitor, which is absolutely bonkers. If you've enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see further videos from myself, consider subscribing to the channel. I will leave links to the Andycine Lunchbox 2 down below in the description and in the top pinned comment, so make sure you go check it out. But thank you very much for watching, and whilst you're here, why don't you check out this video also? See you soon everybody.